Smoke up on site to break it up just that little bit more as he would hope to peer over it. Paranoia connects with MTA, 2 players here. It's a reckless push there from Kesnet. He gets the one and it's traded out instantly. And out of the Shy and Heat. Still in this post plant. Here's Leaf, swinging it at Heat from the high ground, able to get him, but gets taken low. And now it's up to Shy. Valen v Shy. And Valen gets the better of him. That's how G2 want to be starting.
Offers a one-way opportunity for Jonah as this hit's going to come in. Catches it with the first.
Yeah, Leaf caught out there. Guardian finds purchase. Train here coming in from Waterfall would hope to wrap around, but he has to stay behind the turret. And Kesnet was waiting. He won't get back. That's 3. Huge for KRU. They make the investment in Kesnet.
Or even a Vandal, a rifle on rounds like this, and it pays off massively.
Melser on the wrap. He bided his time over towards B, and it pays off now. It's all up to Valen. That's 2. Not too shabby. Util-wise, plenty for Valen to play off here. Let's see what he can cobble together.
Now this is nice. I love KRU taking this forward space.
Paranoid though, they kind of read it, but the weaponry favors KRU in a big way. Icy and Trent, last 2 standing. And now they're going to try and group up here through halls. It's a tough fight to take there for Icy and Melser. Bests him. Only Trent here. No time ready to work with whatsoever.
Not able to get in fast, our G2. The Paranoia expended as well. Basically no utility to play with for this retake.
Tree smoked off. Satchel gets Icy onto the side, but he's spotted out. Here's that showstopper we've been talking about. Kesnet finds one with the nades, one with the showstopper. Melser did fall. 3 to work with for G2, and Jonah just can't win it out against Shy. Ugly now. His Trent has nothing to do but stand and deliver. Valen only comes up with a 1. Poison Orb bloops on the high ground, and Valen, yep, he's got to pull the plug. TP to the high. MTA waiting for that one from the low ground. Double face by KRU. G2 are not in position yet.
So far, so good from the newly adorned flex player. MTA, historically a duelist, but
Leaf though coming in from the backside, only able to find the 1. Eventually, G2 have to commit in some way or another. It's ICV3. Satchel back to the high ground. Now we see at the edge of Heat. Melser comes knocking. Ice for KRU turning over towards B now with 30 in the round.
Great Paranoia for delay from Valen.
Melser has to turn and deal with the turret. KRU now scrambling over the site. And patient for Valen, holds that angle, but can't get the better of Kesnet, who's having a game already.
And look at this proactivity from KRU in another post plant, the push up.
Again, Kesnet just going for it here, really leading the charge. Being very decisive on some of these little individual pops. He'll keep an eye on Heaven for the time being. Here is Leaf. Spots him once more. Kesnet now at least brought low. Leaf can clean him up. Melser and Shy here, the ones standing front and center. And yeah, they're going to win it out.
Just lovely holds on the angles there from Shy and Melser. Just to use that lockdown in an awkward situation. Kesnet is on fire, man. This is 5-game winning streak. It's been downhill since then.
What is going on?
I mean,
top teams. I mean, Heretics, Gen G, I think Leviathan before that. So they've generally been very solid on this map. But now they're going to feed themselves to the beast. And the hunger's definitely there for KRU. 6-1 here.
Go back, get that space later if they want to, but right now, gathered up outside of B. Dispatching some of that utility, but also of Jonah P. What an entry from Melser.
The rest of KRU falling back over towards Baby Door now. And the TP out towards Mound. Well and truly away from the action here. It's a showstopper, though. Icy trying to make his way in. MTA, though, nipping at his heels. Heat might try and make a pincer of this, and G2 can fight their way out. Now it's Melser all alone. He was a long way from the action. Now the win vicinity to intervene. Paranoia over towards the spike, but from above it's Valen! That's beautiful! One more and he's got the job done. Train is half. Back through the smoke, he goes and receives Melser with open arms. Now G2. Paranoia still up here for Valen. You can absolutely play off that. Plant attempt here for Heat. That was the Paranoia that got thrown through, and finally Icy chooses this moment to appear from Baby Door. Attacking Viper Spit now set up on the side, but they're still going to go for it. Here comes a Nightfall, and immediately Kesnet is brought down. Leaf tries for another one. It's Shy and MTA to try and hold it down. And Trent is taking his time. Shy, a loose end. Will he see Icy's dome here as he swings around? The timing might not favor him, and it doesn't. G2 get themselves now in a 4v1, and Jonah P.
Heat, that new addition.
Again, aggressive posturing here, but Melser punishes Icy. System duelist down, folks. Prowler through the wall means that, yes, KRU still want to go for this. They have to expect some more Baby Door presence, and Jonah P mowed down as well. One after another, G2's defensive architectures. Paranoia is going to force Valorant off this angle. Now Tree under the control of KRU, and they are far from done. Valorant able to find a good little peek there. Leaf getting involved as well. Trent with the C's. Buy a bit of time now as Leaf has a bit of a crossfire with him.
Lovely setup.
Last player standing.
There it is. Okay, Spike goes loose and it's Melsa. Started the round well, now has to salvage it. Pretty darn good stuff there for KRU.
AJ Turret, watching for any push out towards Mound, which is something G2 really haven't opted for. And they win the fights here again, KRU.
Last couple of rounds have been as good as it's gotten, and it's still not been enough. Leaf makes the swing, finds one. That's the best he can hope for, though. And now they're stacked up for Kesnet, and he has a feast on him. This is getting out of hand.
Better fundamentals here from a team like G2, Frank.
They have the unmitigated confidence of your average reply guy right now, KRU. They do not care. Here it is, Satchel for Icy. He tries to posture at least some confidence to convince himself and gets smashed.
Feels like.
Here comes Kesnet. It's got to be at least the 30. Will he check his right? No! He gets it in time. 21 HP in a dream. Guy's got plot armor today, folks. Most forward player set up on that ramp here. Smoke towards Halls is going to cut Trent out of the action for now, but Shy just sits and bides his time.
They are working their way back towards MTA, the new addition, who's been solid so far. Will he try to escape? Wow, lovely tap. Facing to more.
That's
chance
beautiful.
to get his confidence up.
Gets the 2. Icy has to expend some utility to bring him down, but Leaf has got a timing. He always has one, but Kesnet is ready. And Leaf throws his head back. Frustration, I'm sure. He felt like he had the soul read, but Kesnet doesn't have one. No util to work with. Here's the double swing around the corner into a 5 HP target. We know how these go. Kesnet, check your 6, son. Okay, 1 for 1. Jonah P here with a big iron. That's 1. 50 HP in a dream. Heat not looking much better with only a ghost to work with. Gives it a tap. Here comes Jonah. He gets stuck on the corner. Slowed up by those shots, and Heat finishes the job.
30
We're down to 29
left.
in the round. Still very distributed across the map. Our KRU, they're not sure that G2 have committed to this, but we know that they will be ending C. MTA steps up for 1, gets traded out pretty instantly now. Help is on the way, but a little bit slow. Shy and Kesnet to play through waterfalls. Leaf sprays wildly through the masonry at them. It's Kesnet caught out by a Prowler. And Shy tries to wrap to the left. Finds nothing. Forced back. Kesnet wants to hold his ground, but he goes 1 for 1. At least Shy can get the trade. Weaponry, though, is good for KRU. And that's a 2v1. Trent can't get it done. Shy for 4 to get a post plant set up here. And Fallon finds the right side of Melsa on the B side.
And at this point, KRU, they'll be content just dealing as much damage as they can against G2.
Fallon knows it. He's about to get double-faced here. MTA first, and Shy second. Oh, that's... well, not what he's looking for there. That was ugly spray. Giving up a gun there is going to hurt. The rest of the cleanup should be relatively elementary. It's now 2 Vandals for KRU. Still more damage to do, and that's all Kesnet wants. He wants to rattle the cage. Rouse a bit of a rabble. This is all he's going to get for the round here. Kesnet will be bowing out as G2. Oh, give up another gun. Oh, man. It doesn't get any easier, Wyatt.
And already even going down.
Decent conversion off the bonus, I suppose, damage-wise. Valen, every start of the round he gets caught. This time, of course, the C's catches him out.
Oh, G2.
Right now, they look extremely scattered. Prowler's past like ships in the night as G2 are still grouped up towards Rubble, and Kesnick says, don't mind if I do. Flawless here for KRU. KRU know about this. They can set up for Baby Door now. Again, they're all grouped up, not really where they want to be. Jonah able to win out there in Rubble is good. Spike on the way through. Heat under pressure here with the C's. And the rocket from Kesnet lands true. He knows there's someone an upper. Heading over to A now.
I like this heat. Kesnet staying doubled up, fighting together, double facing. Lovely fundamentals.
G2 can't break this Baby Door position. They struggle with it all round. All the util in the world, all the King's horses, and men couldn't get them in there. And now Valorant has to turn tail and run, and he won't be fast enough. What a drumming of the Lotus play over at A.
And funny enough, this is exactly how G2 started their pistol round the last time they played Ascent against C9. Identical so far.
That heaven pitch. He'd got to eat that entirely, and he asks for seconds. Valen delivers now as Shy is going to make a little bit of noise heading to heaven, but Jonah P's not ready for it. It's Melza operating from the 7th circle there in hell. Trent deals with it. player advantage as Shy just throws himself into this here. Avoiding the recon. Now can play off MTA and upper, but Valorant and A main is going to be the undoing factor here. Now it's MTA B3 and G2, okay. Leaf though will stay embedded in mid here. I don't know if Shy's aware of this. Icy cleans him up. That Phantom brought up here, finding value. Jonah! Okay, had a chance to respond after the first shot. Kesnet's very low. Trent eventually just going to pepper him down through the wall. Leaf tries to challenge Melsa, wants that weapon badly. And he'll get it for himself. 3v3 in the post plant. Icy with the big gun. Holding that market angle. A bit of damage will take it as Heat falls after the fact to Trent's span.
Yeah, just has that lineup for the market door. Trent, so solid on this map. A real knack for using those weapons with the high bullet pen.
One enemy
Oh
remaining.
my goodness, okay.
Battle on B is incredibly important.
Melsa here has a crack at it at least, but Trent leaves around with a brace of 4. He might save it for main to buy a bit of time. Leaf though could use KT taken down through the middle part of the map here. Hunter's Fury getting thrown out. Icy trying to get ahead of it now. Kesnet though, what a timing out of tree. Not bad. Now 3 versus 3 as MTA tries to hold his ground. Even as it gets. Kesnet a little low, gets a tickle from that shock as well as the wall comes down. We want none of it. He'll break through that instantly. Shy descends from heaven now. Trent in an ugly spot. Looking to test that switch maybe. 2 players grouped up in Boathouse now and Kesnet might be able to find a push out of CT here. Looks like through smoke he dealt with Jonah. Here come the reinforcements, but they're all grouped up in CT, our crew. Anything to work with. Molly in a Boathouse. That's not going to be bothering G2 whatsoever. They're happy to split around that one. Kesnet gets one. Forced away. Melsa on the side, pushed up, one smoke to the right-hand side of Boathouse means that G2's options for swings are limited. It's Melsa giving it a touch. Kesnet approaching now at 40 HP and Leaf wins it out. It's all up to Kesnet. Not exactly reinventing the wheel at G2, but it's quite effective. Here comes Icy, only good for the one, and the pistols for crew are starting to sing. Now though, Trent tries to slow things down. Melsa from heaven could be an issue. He's forced to back away, but MTA catches him out. It's Jonah down inside Null
30
Command.
seconds left.
Leaf is pinged out. Nana Swarm into the back of the site. Goes over the head. Leaf can't get through yet. Spike not to hand. The money's not great here either for G2, and he still tests it. Leaf feeds himself to the beast.
Spam down those players in B main.
Okay, they know he's there, but the Guardian with the high pen isn't here right now for G2. Oh, buddy! This could get ugly. Jonah riddled with bullets there. Kesnet, he has a timing, and that's the gun taken away from G2. The one they were hoping to capitalize on here. Kesnet now just gets to cut a bloody swathe.
Over the past couple weeks where Kesnet has looked to be reverting to the old him, where he's doing way too much, taking way too many risky fights outside of the range. Face, they take out Leaf.
1-for-1, Kesnet in danger, and Icy brings him down. Okay, G2's duelist gets a little piece of the action.
Dismal for G2, kills really matter.
They've got to get out.
Them.
They've got to get out with these guns, they need them.
Last player standing.
And yeah, the spike will go up, but Jonah's likelihood of getting out of this alive, slim. Just playing at the edge of the explosion.
Will G2 try to accelerate to
30
break it?
seconds
It looks like they will.
They're going
If
for
they
it.
wasted too much time though.
They didn't hit Shy with the paranoia! Oh, that could have gone way
Spike
worse. Still
down,
Shy
B.
finds 2. All right. He also misses the shot. That could hurt them crucially.
Player standing.
Eventually, Icy is going to be brought down, though, as Leaf can't really find purchase on his swing. And it tends to fall apart there for G2. Melsa has to move quick. I think they need to swing on this defensively. They do. He catches out Train. Here comes the dash. Jonah P deals with the Omen. Kesnet, though, waiting. This is just raw contact from Icy. It could go wrong, but smoke comes up. Operator stifled for now, and Icy found Heat there. Very low health. This is G2 trying to get value out of that Vandal. Leaf now on the side, has to plant his feet, but Shy drops down.
Spike down A.
And it's Jonah with 5 HP to save it, and he only has a pistol. That's that. And again, hail of bullets accounts for it. Smoke towards CT with Shy, yet will probably just pass through there. Kesnet from Speedway catches Icy on the fadeaway.
Shy gets backside as well. The support quickly. Kesnet caught.
The duality of Kesnet again rears its head.
Waiting for that smoke to regenerate, and now MTA is cut off.
They don't have a smoke for market though. It doesn't seem to matter. MTA got blown to smithereens as he stood in CT. But Shy held that Speedway angle. Now hoping to double up with Melsa. It's just the 2 of them for the time being. Help is on the way though. He needs to get there. In goes Melsa. Can't win that one.
Player standing.
Valen can't afford to bring the KO back though.
I have the
He'll have to settle for the spike here in a 1 versus 1 with 20 to play. He has all his util.
One enemy remaining.
Here it goes. Valen steps out of the molly here. Has to find a swing from Dice. He makes some noise. And Valen capitalizes.
G2 do such a nice job of denying that alarm bot, breaking that utility, which just gives their IGL even more options.
Leaf classic for you. Finds it timing up mid every time. Turret thrown in his wake now. Here's that defensive lockdown. Can they clear it? It's Icy pushing up to Shy, able to get rid of him. And yes, the TP in there for Valen clears the lockdown.
I mean, you just don't. Kesnet with an AWP. The team do so much good work for Valen to allow him to just make fantastic calls on all of these rounds. It was only towards A where KRU were finding success. And 5 on defense, you just can't imagine that's going to be enough. A tall hill to climb when the sides swap.
Melsa here, just letting it settle in a little bit. The reality that KRU only able to get those 5 defensive rounds here on Ascent. Okay, Recon's going to be pinging Kesnet out. He needs to retreat to Logs under pressure. Leaf takes a crack at it, forces away from Melsa. But it's going to be Trent exploding from stairs. Kesnet, though, bides his time. Was able to find 2 from Logs in the end. It's 3 HP left on Melsa, but Kesnet, oh, he won't be denied.
Spike planted.
16 for 7 already in this map, despite being down. Icy and Lone Duelist.
What a great way for KRU to build up some buffer, having less of a successful, ready to draw blood. Great molly. Oh, Trent just ate that for breakfast.
They're in pieces.
Flash as well, just for further delay. G2 would be happy with any damage here, but it's not looking likely. Kesnet building close to those knives already. Going to be cleaned up with ease, but it's after this anti-eco that the real test will begin for KRU, the test for their calling style.
Looked to hold that line passively, but was forced away ultimately by a Nano Swarm. Okay, two's pretty good. 2 is pretty good. Now KRU trend back towards market. They want to stay here and fight. And fight they will. MTA forced to get away from this one. Hit there though through the top of the main tree. This is ugly stuff, and G2 get it done.
There's that one wave.
Ooh.
There's that knife and aiming. Valen is facing it. I mean, how many first bloods has Melser got in this series?
Melsa was the only player on that side of the one-way though. That is audacious from him, and it pays off. Here comes the push. Icy backs away. Hit with a paranoia, so a cloud burst to buy him a bit of space, but he's lit by the recon. Still good for the spray down on Heat. He's down to 11 though. Dash across the site. No. Met by MTA, but from heaven comes Leaf, and Melsa now wants to try and accost him directly. And Trent still has an Odin to play off. Leaf is 10 HP, Wyatt.
One shock dart for Trent. Leaf just catches Melser.
Oh, buddy, that's not good now. Down to 17. Shy! Could have had it. It was right there.
Apply pressure elsewhere with this operator.
Oh, dangerous. No chance for a trade either.
We're expecting this pressure on Cat. They've got a bait set up for Jonah in the corner.
Oh! Captain by captain. It's Valen for 2. Jonah still hasn't revealed himself yet either. Sees Melsa cross. He's got to fight too, and he does. It's beautiful. It's a masterclass.
Biding his time. So patient.
It's just MTA now. Shock in his wake. And that on the faces of the KRU fans here, as they threaten to let another one go begging, and it's Trent once more to deliver the death blow. He was hoping for the window between the 2 lockdowns to give him the space to deal with Leaf as he returned to the side. It doesn't happen, but Kesnet is still set up in a powerful spot at market here. Oh no. Oh no! They're not ready for it! 2 for Leaf there. The Odin sings out to Funeral Dirge for KRU.
Shadows traveling.
Valen's about to get busy here. MTA's good for it. Very clean work. Now from CT, the only direction that G2 could come from, and that's a second for MTA. Racking him up. He and Melsa have the crossfire. No need to go aggressive, and yet he wants to. Jonah P, what? For 3. Still a buy here, but not much else to work with. Shy already down to 87, no armor. Doesn't matter. He can still click.
Leaf completely caught off. Kesnet just barreling through tree.
All right, Icy and Valen try and turn up the heat here, but now it's down to 2. Jonah again getting involved. Nice for Kesnet. Spike out in A main. Kesnet needs to cross this gap. 1 is good. Has the dash wave for the second. And has those knives put away for the time being. Oh, buddy. Turret takes contact for Shy, but Jonah doesn't overswing it. Time now for a rotation for KRU towards B, but they stay at A instead. The knives are there, but Shy is 1 shot quicker. Round after round after round. So KRU have a chance here to convert once more. Melsa! Oh, buddy! No one expects that push to Gelato from G2. What a variation.
That is totally new from them, playing off of that recon to get so deep in that position. And look at this, already 3 stacked up for these players.
Not this time, Jonah P. Not this time, buddy. Valorant able to trade it back at the very least here and leave through the middle part of the map. He says, can I get an upgrade in weapons?
Flipping the site, playing from heaven. No way Trent expects this.
His glass cannon anyway. A tough fight to win on the best of days. And Leaf decides to repeat. Both players for KRU set up in heaven now. Leaf is unarmored, lightly armed, only the turret to work with here. Nothing but a dream. An MTA from G2. That's dirty from Jonah. Oh, I see. You know you want to.
Down A.
Misses the smoke shot. Can't repeat the heroics of Kesnet those few rounds ago. I see with the operator here. Lee starts to soften him up a little bit. Kesnet a little low. He's seen better days. 3 players for KRU embedded here on the side. And Trent strikes first. The Jet is down. MTA trying to fire off from Gen. 2 players set up here, but they're both low. Melsa smoking his way. Allows him to play from the blooming outside part of it. And MTA and Icy can only trade.
Biding his time, Melser.
Gives it a tickle. Swings the edge of that smoke. And that's Melser again.
How does he get that? It's given them the information. They know that forcing them off, it's probably going to A. Look at this rotate from G2. They are on their way to heaven already. 2-3 trying to beat them to the punch.
Straight through the smoke. Spike now loose. Kesnet forced to back up. He's suppressed for a moment, but Heat's already onto the site, and Valorant not expecting him to be so deep. Here comes Kesnet now to follow it up. From heaven, here comes the push from G2, but Heat receives the first, is traded out. Kesnet and Shy. Dynamic duo here. Have to salvage this for KRU and avoid getting thrifty.
Can Shy find the timing
Surely.
right now?
Good discipline. Just one. Just one. Now G2 with that player advantage. Kesnet has no choice but to send it. A shoulder peek. Just gets a look at Trent. Then tries to take the fight proper. Still needs to be safe about it as Icy's going for the defuse. Does he know? Does he know? Trent brings Kesnet down and G2 take one important step forward. And they're going to have to sheepishly get out. They're going to cross by Heat in doing so. MTA and Heat have the timing here. They have completely unraveled G2 so far. What lockdown timing.
Going out.
And frankly, a misplay from G2. Do you really want to stack that site against the lockdown?
They've let it go. Okay, Jonah. Okay, Jonah. Down 3-1 with an 8. The KRU have secured themselves overtime.
So common on Ascent.
Okay, stacking the tree, and look how low Jonah P already is. Trent finished off. Kesnet strides on out, and yet Jonah P was nearsighted. Only one player left on the side, that is Icy. Somehow he needs to buy some time, and Leaf needs to get in through tree. Melsa, though, stalwart. Shuts the door in his face. More than happy just to keep this guy busy, and a kill is a bonus. Icy found 1. In hell, make it 2. Kesnet, though, threatening, pressuring Icy, found 3. Playing safe here. Another flash. Still Valorant waits.
And that might make KRU think he's not there. Melser clearing! How does he win that with such low HP with Valen ready on the angle?
They still checked it. 2 flashes and they still go for it. A heaven.
And he must even this up. He must be the man to hit the shot here.
Now drone forces him off the angle, though wide. He might have to repost. He gets there. MTA falls and then he backs away. There's a smoke in the way, but here comes Jonah. Getting involved from the side itself. Anchoring is sublime. And Melsa down to 4 after that exchange with Valor. Needs to make something happen alongside Heat. No spike plant, but the numbers are even. KRU, their destiny's in their hands.
Only 4 HP from Melser. This shock darts. One stray Odin bullet could take him down.
And it finds him. It's just Heat in a 1v2. And G2 get 1 back.
And this is so KRU. Just facing from Cav and facing from down mid. The turret does the work for him.
Leaf set up for turret to take contact. And again, finally, he starts to establish control of mid. Trent doesn't swing off of it. The spray is very good, though. 1 behind Jen is... We see Jonah look over towards that tree direction. Quick cloud burst there, but somehow Jonah falls to the shorty shot. Now Icy and Valorant can come alive, though. And they've got A main covered. Decent setup for G2 in the post plant now, but it's going to be a trade. It's just Icy. He dashes onto the sides. He doesn't know where to look. It's going to force him to turn tail for a time. He still wants it. He wants to fight so bad. Dashes into his own cloud burst now, pushing over towards stairs. Are they going to be ready for this? Ping out the player of Boathouse, and Icy doesn't know what hit him. Trent at least is good for the trade, though. And through the smoke, it's Leaf extracting MTA. And our KRU are in disarray. Down to 2. Spike was picked up at Speedway here. But they're definitely worse for wear. Shy. A gambit. Over towards market. It pays off. He's able to deal with length, and he had a timing there, but he can't quite convert. The 2 versus 2.
player standing.
Flash over the top here. And now it's just heat.
30 seconds left.
Fakes a couple plants, but G2 far too canny for that. They see heat, they bring him down. Shocks? Ooh, okay. Give him a bit of a tickle. Mel's on those swings, that left-hand side is going to be traded. Heat tries for one as well, but Leak doubles down. Valorant has that A main position, but is concerned about a flank right now. It's Kesnet from upper and Tooth from tree here for KRU. And here's that lockdown.
It's going to force the issue.
The spray, though, it's good. MTA knew exactly where to look. Kesnet sees an arm! And G2 lose a player. Now again, they have to play from hell. This time, though, they're good for it. Shy forced to drop down to the 1 versus 2, and they are grouped up. How do you win this, Shy? Bit of spray. But the fear have gotten him. 1. Can he find the second? That would have been extraordinary.
This is the first OT round where Icy has actually bought a Vandal on the defensive side. It's going to be good for this retake. Much better than an AWP. First from Jonah.
MTA living dangerously, real dangerously there in heaven. Flash out now towards grass. Nobody from KRU shows up. We are in a post plan here. G2 do need to act. It's MTA. He can't hold it down. Leap runs him into the ground. He wants to push up here. It's going to be Melzer and Shy. Verse 4. They've got to find the timing. That's a good one. There's still 2 players set up on Heaven and Shy trying to go for a wild swing. He gets it. Has to win this out, and he can't. G2 stay alive. They're bustling on in here, but Leak's on the other side of that wall.
Can they route him out, or will Leak find the timing?
Always the timing.
He will.
Always the timing with this guy. Just the one wire, but that's going to have to be enough. Trent took a tickle there for sure. MTA out to the edge of the bloom of the smoke. It's going to be Icy now to step up in his stead, and he delivers. That's 2. The duelist now stands tall for G2. Trent gets the job done. Icy got around the corner before the second stage of that nade hit him, but Melzer, sneaky, set up amid there, brings Leaf down. Boots on the ground right now. Nice timing for the fault line. Icy wants to capitalize, and he finds Melzer sat on his own in the smoke, stunned up. Now they can double swing this, and they get mowed down. Their stinger's going to work. Putting the Hornet Queen to shame. Aftershock to try and clear that drop spot now, and MTA from Rafters. Okay, Icy segmented from the rest of his team.
Fast on the floater, KRU. Look at how close Kesnet is right now. Does he really want to swing that and satchel off? Bold from Kesnet.
Keep KRU interested at the B side.
Melzer just spotted the barrel. Knows that Leaf is there. Picks him off with ease.
Now Melzer will wait on the other side of the smoke. He expects contact directly through it, and he gets what he asked for. Trent falls, and now it's going to be all down to Valen. Now I'll be waiting on Valen to stand and deliver at some point. He acquiesces. 3 for Melzer. In the mail by the looks of things. It's re-smoked in mid. Here comes that showstopper. Icy is on the hunt. The fault line does catch Kesnet, but he still slinks away. Do we check Rafters now? MTA set up there. I thought he was in cam. It's a trade.
And you'll definitely take that trade if you're MTA. That is active from the solo breach.
45 HP. That's rough, though. Eventually gets double swung. KRU's playing for the retake now. The wheels are set in motion. Flash over to the side. Confirms player sat in that corner, but Leak comes from an off angle. Now we're in the 2 versus 2 with Valen and Trent. And he hears all of this. All of it. He drops down out of the smoke. He has to challenge. And it should be a simple job for Trent here. Melzer makes a bit of noise. Trent does take a glancing blow from some of those shots here. Straightforward. Horn. Get. Oh, goodness, Melzer! And now we're in heaven. Okay, the Prowler going to take out the other trip over on the B side of the map. It's Jonah. He has the timing, and he's got the hot hand, folks. The man doesn't miss. Now Shy needs to salvage, and he's found 2. Evening the ledger. But Icy's there. Leaf also found heat elsewhere. And it's all up to Melzer. These teams hitting each other with these nasty crackbacks. 1 versus 3 for the man of the moment in the previous round. Melzer at 6 and 2. Has to go large. Good for 1.
No charges.
Still Leaf and Trent, though, grouped up in drop.
Doubled up. Surely Melzer can't convert both. He'd have to hit a crazy spray transfer.
Do you believe, folks?
And the thing is, KRU have fully bought it, but also, why not commit to that with a stack anyhow, right? I mean, they are on an eco, so it just makes it so likely that they're all going to be there. So long as Jonah P can win these duels out with the better rifle.
And in we plunge. MTA looking for Sun. A little bit of action. New pair of shoes, maybe. Valen receives him now, and Kesnet drops the Vandal. Finds nothing for it. It's up to Melzer to do some damage, and hey, that's not too shabby. Okay, this could be ugly though for MTA. Stunned up there by the fault line. Trying to find a way to recover here, but so was Icy. What? He was stunned? Okay, Valorant able to find two though. Comfortably enough, Kesnet pulls out the showstopper and finds his. Eventually, Trent's going to trade it. The last player standing. It's Melsa. 1 versus 1 now. Here with that nightfall, but Trent's still not quite sure where to look. Oh, yes, it's crosshair in the perfect spot.
No cruise by. It's not a terrible.
Oh, Melsa. Oh, Melsa. He's going to be forced forward here. He's got no choice. The C-Snake combo. He has to get in their face. Icy able to bring them down eventually, but Kesnet with that big investment of the Guardians able to win it out. Shy somehow, some way, delivers with the Stinger, and now funnels G2 away from this B side with a Viper's Pit. What a timely ult.
But where to G2 end? I mean, they have to end B. Look at the clock. It's so low. 20 seconds. Kesnet delays with the
Awkward.
satchel. He takes the fight. He just has to live there, Mitch. Might have thrown it away unless Shy can be the hero.
He's covered up so much of this site now from behind the poison orb. He makes his stand. Valorant and Trent are encroaching, running him down. He's able to get 2 for 1 there. Setting heat up
down B.
to make this happen. Behind the box will Valorant be. He doesn't know where the player is, but Heat gives himself away. Now wants to push through the smoke. Valorant's waiting. Oh, it's too good.
Poison's off.
Shy crosses to Mail and has a crossfire with Heat.
Oh, he catches him.
That doesn't quite dodge that. Oh, Shy taking so much spam.
He's about to be the one-armed bricklayer again, Ryan. Not too shabby. Finds Trent. Can get out of this position. The aftershock threatens him. He can't get away because the paint shells look first.
3v4. Economy on the line.
In for a penny for a pound, but Kesnet's caught in midair. He playing from the other side of that poison orb, and MTA wants to make his way in, but this is dangerous. Icy with a showstopper, sees the Cypher and delivers. Now has to make this happen, 1v4. Well, we all have those days.
Melsa going to fall off back into the stack the crew have put together here. Kesnet just taking the duels and gets 2 of them.
Sometimes logic just weighs you down.
Enemy remaining.
But still, it's G2 as the smoke clears. Eyebrows at risk of disappearing into his hairline after taking that damage. Haunt though should spot Shy out, and it does. And it's a matter of G2 biding their time and waiting. The result didn't matter of those kills. This is about to get awkward.
Here.
Oh, the 3 paranoia. Yep, Kesnet converts on that beautifully. Bit of an early pop, got the orb. Now crew, it's an open book for them. Melsa can wait maybe for this push over towards A. And that only B presence, the sole player over there, is down for G2.
Icy going to satchel through, play with that long, but it doesn't clear the corner. So Melsa at least gets that 1.
30 seconds
All right, Trent
left.
now in that 1 versus 4. Money-wise, G2 can have a decent last round of the half here. That is for sure. Okay, looks like Kesnet was able to avoid the nightfall at the very least here, but he got taken down by Jonah. Fast play, I think, as Valorant TPs into the back of the site. Oh, G2 are really going for it now. Behind this rolling thunder, it's Icy. Sends a parting gift to MTA. They leave Valorant entrenched. Shy wants to challenge that, but of course it'll be crossfired. Valorant doesn't need the help.
1 enemy remaining.
This is just an unlosable situation for G2. They've planted the spike for B main. They've retreated. Jonah has his utility. If someone taps, he could have fault lined. Leaf on this deep flank. He's going to catch that 1, but this half is done, Mitch. It's going to be a 9-3 crew with a massive comeback necessary to get their first win in Stage 2, to get into the playoffs. If they lose this match, they've only got 1 more shot to do it.
Heat. No time here to make anything else happen, but some flashy plays, a little bit of heroics. Maybe something to... Valorant wants to play close here. Oh, great work there. Kesnet forced off that line entirely by the aftershock. But Melsa through the cyber cage. He's going to get rid of Valorant. Ugly, ugly. All right, Leaf here from Heaven's going to... Leaf still unsure about how to navigate the smoke. The kid's getting renewed and all. The flick had to be there. Great correction by Trent, but still a 1-for-1. Now it looks like KRU feel like they're ready to go for this. Shy death footwork here. Leaf trying to cut it up into 2 1v1s, but can't get rid of Melsa.
He'll take that, and now Melsa.
Oh,
The stinger for the bait. All right, he'll get 2, and Icy gets a couple, but of course, that is why you just run that 1 player with a ghost. So if they do go down on the lurk, it's ultimately irrelevant. You're not giving up any serious weaponry.
Well, G2, subtle as the sledgehammer in this round. If only they were remotely as effective.
You know, the hole greater than the...
Not No huge mistakes here for G2, and they're burning the clock down now. And they're starting to hold the torch to the feet of KRU. They're running out of time, and it's just shy. And the spike, of course, a long way away from him. G2 bide their time. They wait for a chance to get that gun round, and they reassert themselves here. Weapons in their hands now. Frantic pings across the middle part of the map here for KRU. An early trade here. Both races down. They might still head that way. They clear ramp with the Prowler. Oh, Buddy Melser appears right in front of Jonah, who then follows up with a flash, disorienting heat further. Two players from G2 now spamming through that smoke in heaven. And it's only Shy again.
Spike down.
The unenviable task of rotating into a 1v4 with the spike across the map. May as well be in Timbuktu. Can still buy in the next, but the rest of his team, not so much. He'll get Trent. Is that enough for Shy? Never. Jonah now steps up, of course. Yeah, a couple of more guns getting taken away. Okay, Shy for 3. Smoke's traded here in towards B main. This is awkward. Okay. Trent gets caught out there by MTA. Do they know that Icy's been left behind? It doesn't matter. He can't get involved.
He does get the audio cue of the two players falling back, though. And now Leaf might get caught by Kesnit, and he does. Big player advantage for KRU. They have to convert this to make this comeback a reality.
We've gone. They are swarming over it. Player in screens. Two players still trying to fight into heaven, but Jonah's done well to make a way.
KRU have planted for heaven, and it's all about Shy on this reflank. Finding a timing, not going down, but he does.
One on site, one elbow, one in drop here for KRU. Decent setup. 3 versus 3, and G2 now in the retake. Fault line. Can they capitalize? He has the off angle, but Valorant checks it. He always bloody checks it. Now he'll surge forward, but MTA sprays him down. It's all for Jonah to do. He doesn't have any flashes left, but he's able to take a 1 versus 1. Kesnit overheats, and now the rolling thunder. It's going to catch MTA. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to hide. You're on Jonah P's wild ride, baby.
Pushing closer into Mail with Valen.
Icy pops it, he's going for it. Who's set up in mid? Kesnit's already down. He sees heat in the classic corner. Tries to satchel Shy. Doesn't get anything for it. Jonah, so ready. Eats up at MTA as he moves up.
It's just too many angles for MTA to clear. And at this point,
they have Nightfall as well if there's an attempt at a plant. Trent can hold this line. He sees Shy, backs away. Strict discipline here. And that's going to be it. Surely, G2 return to Americas.